Welcome followers of the channel, and thanks for joining me today. Now I'm going to say straight away, those that are doing me super thanks, brilliant. Those that are buying me a coffee, fantastic, thank you very much. And those that are doing the hyper to promote these videos, it's fantastic that you're doing that. Not everybody does it, some people do. So I'm going to say thank you straight away. Now in this video, you've probably seen the thumbnail, you've probably seen the title, and I just want to touch on let's call this a straightforward video about sheen levels. Now because I've got Delilah and I've done a little bit of painting, that I can show you some different sheen levels of some popular products, and particularly the products that you've seen the thumbnail, which are Hanford Green and also Benjamin Moore. Now some people say, what's the difference, how do they compare against each other? I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the camera in so it's a little bit closer. I've got a little bit of a pen light that we can shine across the surface and see what levels of sheen we're actually getting. I'll also tell you a bit of the bump blurb about what these paints are like, where you can use them, and we'll talk about some costs as well. So it's not going to be a 20-minute video like I normally do. We'll probably try and keep it to 19. So let's move the camera in and let's have a look at what I've been doing. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Now I'll just show you the paints that I've been using. I've got some sample tins, and I've also got some tins that we have in our workshop and in my studio here. So I've been doing some samples on this door. If you look back a number of videos ago, I did some testing of a new paint that Hanford Green, and if you don't know about Hanford Green, where have you been? Literally, I go on about Hanford Green. It's a really nice British manufacturer down in Bicester, and I've actually been around the factory. Please have a look in that corner there. Speaking to Paul Shepherd there, who's their chief salesman, I've touched base with them a number of times and said they could do with a sheen level that's a little bit higher at the 40-50% sheen level. And they manufactured me a little sample tin. So this was a sample tin that I tried on a video a while back, and it's mainly on this door here, Delilah, and we've got it here at 45% sheen level. But I wanted to see what it looks like against some of their other paints, which is their other TouchGard and their ScuffGard. Plus I wanted to look at it against a Benjamin Moore ScuffX in Super Satin, you know, the usual Super Satin we all go for. And also thought I'll stick a curveball in. I'll put the curveball in, being the Benjamin Moore Aura. Aura, just pronounce it Aura. Now the Aura is a semi-gloss, so don't get confused with the gloss. We're going to go in a semi-gloss because I want to show you what I think of paints, and particularly when I say I like more of a satin finish, sometimes I go for paints that say semi-gloss because I know the level of the gloss. It is not a really gloss. I know the level of that paint actually tones down to a decent sheen level, which is the satin that I do like. So let's just touch on first the TouchGard. Now the TouchGard at 45 was a 45% sheen level, and I think you can see on the camera already what we've already got going across here. Hopefully, I'll just put it across the top. I thought the 45% was very nice. Now if I compare it, get rid of my torch. If I compare it to their ordinary TouchGard, which is down here, and I'll bring you in a minute, that's only at a 20%. So we're doubling up quite easily to 45%. And people say, well, what's that like? Well, the TouchGard is the paint that I like because it is the paint that if you've got null posts, if you've got high traffic areas that fingers are touching it, you get your finger grease touching water-based paints and it starts softening up. You start getting emulsification, and that's where the oils in your fingers soften up with the resins and the bits and pieces that are in paint, and it goes cheesy, and that's where you get that emulsification starting. So what I'm going to be saying is the 45% I do like, and I'd like Hanford Green to start rolling that out. But at the moment in time, they do have the TouchGard, which is at 20%, which is still very nice, and we use quite a bit of that. They also have a ScuffGard, which is very much equivalent. I won't say it's not equivalent because people will compare and say, Phil, it's not. But ScuffGard is their paint that is more resistant to the knocks and the scratches, and if you've got high traffic areas where kids are coming in with bikes and bits and pieces like that, you could probably say let's go for the ScuffGard, because it's not so much it's being touched but it's being knocked. Now ScuffGard is at 20% sheen level, still very nice, I'll bring you in a minute, but the comparable paint with Benjamin Moore is ScuffX. So I've done a section there of ScuffX next to the ScuffGard, and it's also next to the TouchGard 45. It is also next to the TouchGard 20% there, and when I bring it in we'll have a closer look. Next to all of that, we're coming in with the Benjamin Moore Aura A-U-R-A, Aura semi-gloss. Now the semi-gloss, if you look on their website and you Google search it, is saying a 40 to 50% sheen level. Now this is 40% and 50% at application. I would understand it at 60 degrees. So make sure you got room temperature, you know, not baking but not cold. Likewise with the ScuffX. But what's the difference between ScuffX and your Aura? Now your ScuffX is the one that everybody knows is a really nice paint. It's got a lovely silky feel to it. It's a satin finish, albeit 20 to 35%. But do you know what? This is the one that does the knocks and the scrapes and the bangs and the everything in between. A very nice paint, but how does it compare to what the Aura is? Now what's the Aura? Now I'll just read off the side of the tin. This has got the colour lock technology, and the colour lock technology is where, particularly if you've got pigmented darker colours, it holds and retains the pigment of that colour all the way through the depth of the paint. I'm not saying that the paint sinks on the ScuffX, but the next step up for your paint would be the Aura for holding the pigment retention and colour. That's why that isn't that, and they've got two different paints. Well, why don't they just make it all the same and make everything just as hard wearing as each other? I don't know. But this is what we've got. Now, as we say about another curveball, if you're in America, your Auras and your ScuffXs, particularly your ScuffXs, are priced so well. People are using this as your wall and ceiling and your general emulsion paint. I'll use that term loosely. Us over in the UK, because it's so expensive, yes, you can use it on your walls and you can use it on your ceilings and wherever, but we predominantly or mainly use this on woodwork because it's so expensive. And you're saying, Phil, what do you mean expensive? Well, it's a US gallon and it's a 3.78 litres, and you're looking at roughly about £110 for that. That's retail. Likewise, the Aura's roughly about the same sort of price, might be a pound in it or two, depending whether you're having a tint or whether you're going for the whites. But these are expensive paints. All paints are expensive, but retail wise you're looking at around about £110, £111 for a 3.78 litre. It's quite a lot of money, but particularly with the ScuffX, you will find it goes a long way. You've got good opacity, you've got good flow, you've got good coverage, so you'll probably find it actually lasts a lot longer than some of the other paints that might be cheaper. So cost effectiveness, these paints are probably cost effective, hopefully. But I'm going to say but there are probably cheaper alternatives, and I'm going to say your cheaper alternatives, if you want to look at your Hanford Greens, you can do. Now there are other paint manufacturers out there that equally do really good paints, and I'm in a very fortunate position to be able to test paints out on one work jobs and also get sample tins to try. So there's no sponsorship, there's no endorsement for anybody in this video. These are the paints that we've got either as a sample or we've had it for jobs that I thought it might be very interesting to actually do a video comparison of the different paint finishes and seeing what they like. Now, right, let's going back to these. I have made a few notes. When we're talking about Hanford Green, right, Hanford Green, H&G, TouchGard, they do, go back onto price, they do the ScuffGard. Now, ScuffGard, if you're looking at quantities, let's talk 2.5 litres. 2.5 litres of that ScuffGard at 20% is going to be roughly around about £82. Your TouchGard, which is down here, is roughly about the same sort of price. Now, if you wanted, you can have an additive put in for another couple of quid for, what's it called? Microsafe or ScuffGard. Now, if you want to know the difference then with those, I would say please have a look at the Hanford Green website for a little bit more information. But briefly, if you've got it as a ScuffGard, it makes it more resistant to being in environments like a bathroom or somewhere damp where you've got a little bit more humidity. If you wanted it to be little bit more, microsafe as it's called, which is more suitable for your medical situations or more, I'm going to use the word sterile, but if you want something that's going to be a little bit more resistant to bacterial or impregnation of germs, you can get microsafe added to their paints as well. And again, it's depending on your size of your tin, 2.5 litres, it's roughly a couple of quid. But your microsafe is NHS, can be used in NHS premises, doctors' premises, practitioners and things like that. And it is resistant to the COVID-19, and I've written it down here. You've got E. coli, SARS, CoV2 and things like that. So that is your medical microsafe additive you can put to it, but also there is the splash additive you can put if you've got high humidity areas as well. So price wise, you are looking a bit cheaper. Personally, I'm using all of these, probably not so much the Aura, but I do use ScuffX quite a bit. I sometimes use ScuffX in semi-gloss because I know the sheen level is not high up with the gloss, but it is a bit lower. And I do use TouchGard a lot, and hopefully Hanford Green will roll out that 45 because the 45% sheen level I do like. So let's just get in a bit closer. I know people are going to say about colour. If you can see on this, I'm just going to zoom in. The ScuffX have got in satin is their satin finish, and it's the super white. So that is super white. These others, I'm just having a look. That's super white as well, and these are just ordinary white. So this is what you're going to be able to see when we get a bit closer on what the colourings are like. Now these have been done a few days, so I've allowed them to actually cure up and set up, however you want to say it. Right, so I'm bringing you in just to look at these paint finishes a little bit closer. I hope you can probably see what we're looking at. Now you've got the Hanford Green ScuffGard. I hope my focus is all right. ScuffGard at 20%. You can see what that's like. We come across to the super satin. You see that? And then we go across the Hanford Green now at 45%. Try and get those there. And then we are looking at the Aura. Look at that, it looks really glossy. It's, take my word for it, it is not a gloss, but it has got a decent sheen level to that. It's very high compared to the 45 there. And there's the 20% of the ordinary TouchGard coming up against, can you see that? The 20% against the 45. This is the 20%, that's the 45. This is coming up really well actually. You see the difference then if we just come across. You'd actually think that ScuffX has got a little bit more sheen level, which you'd probably say it is. Anybody picking up that's where my tapes have been. There you go, that's where tapes have been. That does look more of the 30%. You'd probably look at Tikkurila Helmi having a good sheen level at 30% as well. If anybody's tried that, give some comments below. Not looking bad, is it? So there we have it. I hope that's give you an insight to what these look like. Obviously I'm going to say please try them all. Try the Aura, try the ScuffX if you've not tried it, and please do try Hanford Green as well, because this is a small independent company that is producing paints in the UK that are really nice. Now I am going to say across the board, if you have whites and you are going over darker colours, always give extra coats to try and get rid of that darker colour trying to obviously grin through your white paints, because I do find whites, and it doesn't matter what manufacturer it is, whites struggle with covering darker colours or scuffs or things like that. If you're going over something very similar, you'll probably be all right. But with all of these paints, if you have a darker colour or you've got a suspect surface, I would say go in with either a grip coat or another undercoat to build it up, and just expect that there might be an extra coat going on there. Now, if I'm going over oil-based paints, what I do is give it a good rub down, and then I go in with a grip coat primer, whether it be the Benjamin Moore Sticks, I've not got one here, Benjamin Moore Sticks, or Benjamin Moore Fresh Start's a good one as an undercoat. Likewise, when I go on with TouchGard from Hanford Green, I do use their all-purpose primer to start building up the paint system before I go in with 2 top coats of whatever the finish is that we're doing, whether it be the ScuffGard or the TouchGard. So just bear that in mind. Videos at the side. Thanks for listening to me. This hasn't been 20 minutes, but we've explained what these paints are, hopefully. And if you want to know a little bit more, please put a comment down below and I'll try and help anybody I can, as much as I can. Thank you.